One of the more ridiculous comments I tend to get are people saying that I'm not a real swordsman, I'm not really sword fighting, I'm a glorified LARPer because I refuse to use sharp swords to try and kill my friends in our sparring footage. This is ridiculous. Of course, I'm not going to actually injure my friends. However, the swords we use don't feel good, and often we do get hurt and bruised and things like that. While fencing is overall safe, it's not comfortable. But there's a nugget of truth in these comments, and that is that we don't really know what it's like to fence with life and limb on the line. And while we're not ready to do that for a couple of views, I thought it might be interesting to see how our fencing would change if there was some pain involved. So get ready for some shenanigans as we test out whether or not the risk of pain changes the way that we fence. So in order to determine if the threat of pain from the electric shock changes the way we fence, we decided to do a bit of a warm-up bout. So in this, we're doing our normal club sparring, and you can see that Clark and I are fairly cautious fencers. Both of us are maintaining our distance, we're not recklessly plunging in, and while we are being aggressive when we're trying to hit, we're not doing so recklessly. We're not leaving wide openings, we're not putting ourselves in positions where we're gonna get stabbed, and we don't tend to do too many doubles. A quick note, whenever I post fencing footage, I tend to cut out a lot of the positioning and just kind of the mental chess that we do before the final strike. In the first clip I show and this clip here, you can kind of see more of it, and I have cut it out of these clips too because I want this video to do well on the algorithm, and it was like 3 minutes long and no one's gonna watch that. But no, later I don't cut any of the exchanges out when we're doing our experiment. This is just to say, when you're comparing and contrasting the control footage you're seeing now with the experiment you see later, don't focus on how long it takes us to get from that initial planning stage to the actual hit. Focus on the tactics that we use and how aggressive or timid we are when fighting each other. So with that caveat out of the way, back to the experiment. Now, the comment section would lead us to believe that once there was a threat of pain or injury involved, we would start to fence very differently. And while we're not going to be dumb enough to put our lives or our bodies on a line by using sharp swords or injuring one another, the cattle prod we use later hurts considerably, especially the longer we get to use it. So while we won't get the full experience of knowing what it's like to fence with death on the line, we will be able to glean some insights by comparing and contrasting our pre-pain footage and our post-cattle prod footage to see if the threat of pain changes the way that we fence, and that can give us insights into what it might be like to fence with sharps. And as a caveat here, we are not saying that this experiment is going to one-to-one replicate the way that it would be like to fence with sharps. No, we are just doing an experiment to see if pain and the threat of pain changes the way that we fence. Okay, so earlier you saw some of us fencing without any consequences other than actually getting hit with a sword that hurts a lot to get hit with. But nonetheless, the internet thinks that's not enough. So what we're going to do now is we are going to bring in the torturer. He looks really enthusiastic, and he has a cattle prod. And what's gonna happen? Did we pick the right guy?
I think we did.
Woo! Okay, what's gonna happen is anytime either of us gets hit, even if it's a double, we get shocked. So we're gonna so we're gonna see. So we're gonna see if this changes the way we fence. We even have a studio audience tonight to laugh at us being idiots. Shock. Now we did test this earlier. Cut to the clip. Okay, so today we're testing to see if we'll fence differently when pain is on the line. And I bought a cattle prod, so we're gonna test out how bad it is. Go ahead, Clark. Oh, that hurts.
That's rough.
That was not fun. It was like less bad than I thought, but not fun. Are you ready?
Oh, okay.
You have a burn?
Nah.
Okay, we're fine. So, it sucks. Honestly, I've been hit harder with a sword more than that.
Yeah,
but, so we're gonna see if the threat of pain makes us fence differently. It's not dangerous. We're not actually gonna get hurt, but it's not pleasant. It was unpleasant. So here we go. Does this change the way we fence? I'm not excited.
Sorry.
Okay.
We did choose
Now,
one person.
there's one flaw in this experiment. And so Clark's a better fencer than me.
I don't make the rules, man.
Here we go, here we go. I couldn't let that out. Here we go. Here we go. Feel that hand?
A few.
I felt it.
Shot for honor.
Woo, it works.
It wakes you up. Be brittle.
Oh, yeah,
There it is. I think this is making you a better fencer.
Well, I don't know that this is anything because you always win.
I can smell it from here.
I'm gonna hit 2 this time.
Double. Alright, start
No, hit first.
Alright, you got it.
Oh, it's getting worse, isn't it?
That was like 3
It
seconds.
was like worse. Make it quick. Ha!
Doubles are heresy. First double. I think you got hands up.
Yeah, it's double.
Double shot. Alright, it's first.
Ah! Are you fencing any differently than normal?
I feel like I am a little more in tournament mode, but not like super different than I usually do.
Yeah, the stakes are about the same as the tournament.
Yeah.
So the pain's not really doing much, is it?
No, I mean, I am more focused.
I guess.
Not more than a tournament.
Is it because of the audience or is it because of the shocker?
Thank you, Sean.
Okay. That was flat. I'll give it to you.
It was 50.
Ah.
What? Go long. It's so not me.
I don't think anything.
Nah, not bad. None. Grayson.
Get back!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did that count on my hand or no?
Not a tippy.
Alright.
Here it comes. Wait, which one is it? Oh, is this going max?
That one was worse! He holds it longer, that's what it is.
We're hard to say it. I just work here. All right, to the front. To the belly. To the belly.
To the back, to the back.
All right, to the back.
This is my
access hole. Ooh, that's sparky. That was good. Good enough. The sapphire.
What happened first?
I think it hit here first.
Okay, that's a true gun. I wasn't gonna give it to me if I was the afterblow.
Alright, let's turn on the lights so I make sure I keep the right spot here. As you can see, it's right here.
Yeah, let's do the other side. No, it's used to it. It's used to it.
It's numb now.
Ah! It's getting worse. It's getting
only
much worse.
longer, I swear.
Get too comfortable.
I'm having too much fun, I'll be honest.
How many is that color?
5 more? I was counting.
Alright.
No. Give me a second. All right, go.
Prepare.
Go. Oh! You were being nice that time, thank you. I need a break.
No problem, it doesn't look like you're having a good time.
I'm not, it's okay, let's do experiment.
Yeah. Here goes.
Alright. Zippity zappity.
Hold it longer each time.
You're a lot less affected by it than me somehow.
2 more.
Do you have electric resistance?
Copy.
Do you have Pokemon?
My favorite cage.
The Kachi's a crowding.
Did you get my hand or no?
It was head and I believe it was flat.
Give me the head, I didn't feel that. I'm on you, I don't know, I couldn't tell you.
I
Call.
think it was flat.
Are we not counting that?
Just me.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Booty, here's your shot, your booty.
Woo! Alright, one more.
It's only fair. Oh, yeah! Woo! Oh!
Do you feel like you're better fencer now? Do you feel like you're better fencer?
This is the damage that has been done.
Science!
Science! Watch this video. Okay, so we did an experiment to see if pain changed the way that we fight. And at first, I didn't actually think that the taser was very painful. The first time I got shocked with it, it wasn't that bad. It got worse. It got so much worse. Like, also our executioner was a little bit, where they go, where'd he go? He ran away. He was a little trigger happy. He doesn't want to be seen. He left. But no, it started to go down my leg. It hurt. We were safe, obviously, but like, man. Do you want to be in the video, Mr. Executioner?
Zap, zap.
Zap, zap, here he is. So, tell us about your motivations.
The first one was to punish heresy, which is doubles. I did go on a little harder on doubles.
Yeah.
Well, the idea is like you got to be punished for doing doubles, guys. Like that's just how it works. So, I mean, the hope was you double less if you got more pain, right?
Now, I will say, from my perspective, I didn't fence any differently. I think that, like, if I'm going to fence effectively, I'm already trying to be I think this experiment might have been better if we were people who doubled a lot or were really suicidal, but since we're kind of conservative fencers. But with that said, I didn't feel like I should change my fencing style to not get shocked. I felt like I just need to fence better.
Yeah.
And I got shocked a lot because Clark's better than me. What do you feel?
It didn't change the way I fence. All it did was change kind of the mindset in that I fence. Usually when I fence and spar, it's a game. I'm here to have fun. We're here to train and get better. It was more like a tournament environment because in the tournament I'm more dialed in on not losing. We're not getting hit. So that's the only thing it changed was my mindset.
And that's kind of what the thing the commenters say is like, oh, well, if it was real, you'd fight differently. But not really, like no differently than a tournament. You guys were watching, what did you guys notice?
Definitely looked more like tournament fighting.
Tournament fighting?
Friendly sparring.
Yeah, anybody else?
Y'all were just a little bit more hesitant later on, and like, you really did not want to get hit.
No, we didn't want to get hit. So I guess the whole thing that we were testing here is, does the risk of pain severely change the way you fence? And I would say no.
Not really.
Not really. Now, they're not sharps, they're not battling to the death. That might be something different, but it didn't feel good.
No, it wasn't fun.
I think, if anything, it just made us more focused and made it so we were less likely to experiment like you would in normal sparring. So it just turned it into a tournament.
It was just tournament.
A tournament, because there was a consequence for losing.
Like a normal tournament.
Like a normal tournament. Any other thoughts?
You should do it again.
Yeah!
You just want to see us get shot. Oh, our camera person over here. How did you like the show?
It was fun. I'm glad I got to be a part of it. I'm glad I got to be a part of it. You should do it again.
No, don't.
Yeah.
So we'll just do like electric scoring small sword, but it's instead electric shot going
That's
out.
just modern Olympic fencing with extra steps.
So with the experiment, does pain change the way you fence? The answer is yes, but not as much as you would think, with the caveat that obviously we're not trying to kill each other.
I don't know. I think he was trying to
He
kill
was
us.
trying to kill us.
I had a great time, to be honest. I changed the way I judge.
No, we've solved tournaments.
Yeah, that's it.
We've solved tournaments.
Cattle prods.
No, my new tournament system. Come and fight in my tournament. All the judges will have cattle prods, and if you double, you get shocked.
Zappity zap 2024.
We fixed HEMA.